Okay, guys, welcome back to the Soul Initiative website. It's an absolute honour and a privilege to be bringing you this video today. The awakening video was something I wanted to do straight away 6 months ago. It's just, I was so excited to bring the news to what was going on in my life at the time, and what I was experiencing was amazing, and I wanted everyone to know about it. Unfortunately, you have to start off at the baseline somewhere, so it was impossible for me to just jump to this. Now, I was going to do this talk on the Atlantean effect. Now, I'll get to that because I've been basically urged to get this out there on the website because it needs to be known now. We are at the time for waking up. Most of you will already be waking up now. And a lot of the stuff we're going to discuss over the next 15 minutes or so is going to hit home right between the eyes. But I'd urge everyone not to approach it with fear. You can always contact the website through the email address, and if there's any help at all I can offer, then I will, or any understanding of what may be happening to you, I can shed some light on maybe. We need to wake up now. It's time. There's no more of this. Who did what? NASA said this. Hitler done that. Joe Bloggs down the road said he's seen a UFO, and I believe him. We're beyond it. What we are about now is pulling together as a community or into communities of people to become self-sufficient, whether that be growing our own food, whether that be helping each other out with our electrical problems, whatever it may be. We need to start coming off the grid. We need to get away from the structure of fascism that's ruining our lives, stand up for our inalienable human rights and say, look, at the end of the day, enough's enough. We won't be slaves anymore. It wasn't easy for anyone or anybody going through tyranny, whether it be a school bully, whether you're being intimidated at the workplace, whether you're being intimidated in your relationship, whether it be a family member intimidating you. It doesn't matter. Tyranny is tyranny, and tyranny should always be fought against in every single aspect of our lives. We do not accept tyranny. If you want to be a slave, then at the end of the day, by all means, be my guest. But it's not the way the human race was meant to be, and it's certainly not the way the human race is going to be. So we need to make that decision about what we're going to do. Right. These signs of spiritual awakening that you may be going through are scary as hell. You'll feel like you're losing the fucking plot. And I put that as graphically as possible, pardon for the French, but that's how it is. Certain people who are listening to this will have experienced the what's called the emotional roller coaster, which is you will find yourself crying your eyes out for no reason, guys, into your pints at the look of a butterfly or the radiance of a sunset. Whatever it be, you will feel very emotional about it. You will also find, as well as everybody will find this, going through intense periods of aggression, not understanding why you're doing it, but you will cause massive arguments with your own actions or others' actions. You will cause bedlam, and there's a reason for that. It's a spiritual grooming, and what will take place is that you will get all of your anxieties off, so you're able to move forward. A little bit like a caterpillar shedding its pupa. Going into a pupa and emerging as a butterfly. See it as that. We need to shed our shit before we can move on. A lot of people feel the need to go and I don't know what the right word to use is, paper over cracks, should we say, go back to whether it be friendships or whether it be new relationships, whether it be anything, and talk. If you've had a falling out with a family member, ego won't come into this with you. You'll go and approach that person, you'll offer your hand to them with love and respect, and you'll say, look, it happened when it happened, and we need to move on with it. And that's happening a lot. You'll find people from your past are coming back into your life at an alarming rate. People you haven't seen for maybe over 15, 20 years are starting to show up at your doorstep. And funnily enough, we're all talking about the same thing we're going to be talking about tonight, which is the awakening and spiritualism, and they don't know why they're into UFOs all of a minute, and they don't know why they're having these vivid dreams all of a sudden. So that could be happening as well. Stronger connection to nature, absolutely. You're going to start to want to go to beaches, forests, you're going to want to feed the squirrels, you're going to want to collect all sorts of nature items, whether it be pine cones, fir cones, whatever it be. You're going to want to surround yourself with nature, buying plants all the time. You may even look at buying a new animal, for example, a fish or a dog. You might be looking at stuff like that. But it's exactly what's going on. You're going to start, you're feeling the need to get back to nature. Changing energy levels, yep, you're going to feel absolutely wasted most of the time. Wanting, especially, certainly when you first go through this, wanting to stay in bed all day, not wanting to get out of bed, and then that peaking with restless nights, basically where you just can't sleep for days on end for no reason. You think you're worried about something, but you're not. You can't put your finger on it. It's because the energy's going higher and lower all the time. You'll want a need to get back to healthy eating, salads, and just to stay, just get rid of your stress and your negativity. Feeling that something's changed within you, absolutely, definitely. You are going to feel like you're becoming a different person. The analogy of the caterpillar and the butterfly, you're going to feel like you're going to be spreading your wings soon. Sudden awareness of recurring patterns or relationships, you're going to start understanding that. Then people or friends that you've had around, family members, lovers, whatever it may be, partners, wives, husbands, you're going to start seeing things in them that you don't want around, you don't want near you. And you're going to put it to them, but they won't be able to change. You'll find that, and effectively that'll lead to a breakup or a breakdown in communications. Just know that that's a natural part of it too. It's basically a zero tolerance policy from yourself and your understanding of your own spirit and where you want to go with that. You want to surround yourself with people of like mind. Food intolerances, absolutely. A little bit of personal history on this. 6 months ago, I was keeping McDonald's in business. Now I can't even look at a piece of meat without feeling sick. I tried chicken again the other night, and it told me very, very clearly the next day, don't ever eat me again. I'll leave that up to the imagination and what went on there, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. You're going to find the desire to find yourself a change of social group. Definitely, again, this is a thing where you want to, have people around you of like mind, high vibration, very, very positive. Negativity at this time will shoot you down. You just can't handle it. You've got to try and keep your vibrational state high. If someone does wrong to you or wants to come up with negative comments or whatever, just shake their hand and tell them you love them and get on with it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's their opinion. And if you need to allow that, take what you need from the opinion. If you need to move on or you need to adjust yourself somehow with it, do it. And then once you do that, respect that person for having it and wish them all the best. An increase in occurrences of confidence, yeah, you're going to feel like you're back in your own power. You're going to feel like you're starting to become the person you always wanted to be. And the quicker manifestations, once the spiritual awakening starts, your vibrational state's going to raise, and this involves a release of blockages, which it's your old way of thinking. It's the monkey brain controlling the universal consciousness. And what you're going to find is you're not going to want the bullshit. No more bullshit is what you're going to start saying. Can't be bothered. You're going to just want to constantly be in a certain state of mind all the time. And that's part of it. The change is not easy for anyone. Moving house, moving relationships, starting a new relationship, starting new friendships. Doesn't matter. Just switch your head off and go with your heart. This change that's happening at the moment is happening across creation. It is not about Earth. It is about all of the planets in our solar system. Our sun is changing, amazingly changing. We've got the Earth manifesting into a new form. We've got our DNA being rewritten. We've got us moving through galactic center. We've got the pyramids starting to show energy levels. We've got issues going on with Illuminati related stuff as to siphoning water in the Giza Plateau. There's a lot of stuff happening at the minute. In fact, there's so much stuff happening, guys. Switch your heads off and go with your heart. If you believe everything I'm saying to you in this juncture and at this seminar and me talking about this is utter bullshit, then believe it. But believe it if it's from your heart. If it's your head telling you it's bullshit, revisit it. Do the investigations yourself. Go out and find the information. There's people out there far better at this than what I'm doing. A guy called Max Argan is a nutter genius. The Project Camelot guys, they're beyond reproach. These guys are putting their necks on the line to get this information out. So we're going to start feeling like, you're going to start feeling a lot more in tune with nature, a lot more in tune with yourself. You're going to, these pictures of all crystals and gorgeous lights and crystals coming out your head, it's all great for visual, but honestly, you can believe the purity of the image. That's the attention. That's the what we need to attain. We're going from ape-like slave. We've been kept in a slave format with our brains and our DNA and our structure, and we've been kept in third level density for too long. We weren't about this. We were never about third level density. We were pushed into this. We talk about oppression. We've been oppressed. We still are being oppressed. And it's time we took our rightful place back in the stars, guys, because you know what? Every one of the guys out there are waiting for us to get back out there. And it's only us and the limits of what we've had and allowed ourselves to be put on top of us that have stopped us. Because when you start buying into love, love doesn't stop at brick walls. And love doesn't stop at motorways. And love doesn't stop at traffic lights. And love doesn't stop with a fist in your face or people telling you not to love. If you love someone and you love them absolutely, completely and utterly, and you hold that in your heart, no amount of distance stops that love. No amount of separation stops that. No amount of people saying you mustn't do this stops that. It is eternal. It's an amazing power. Let's buy back into it. Because at the same time, we're all the same people. We are the human race. We're not the human race with provision. We're the human race. There is no going around that. We are all one. And we need to get back to that understanding. This is a guy called Eckhart Tolle. He wrote a book called The Power of Now. It's a fantastic book, guys, honestly. Check it out. Read the book. It's a bit hard-hitting at first, talking about a lot of spiritual metaphor and that. Just forget it. Switch your head off and read it with your heart. Trust me, it'll change your life. This lady is a girl called Rhonda Byrne. She wrote The Secret, which is an amazing book as well. Again, talking about our potential as beings and what we can achieve with the law of attraction and stuff like that. And I don't mean that in a romantic way. I mean the attraction of you bring to you what you need, but you need to groom a lot of shit before you can do that. Stop asking for winning the lottery and start asking for, how can I help my neighbour? Give me a sign, and you'll get it. Start your day off. Start your day off with an act of kindness or a thought of kindness. Start your day off in gratitude, and the power that will come to you, the love that will generate itself through you, is amazing. Don't take my word for this. Please do not take my word for this. Experience it. Experience it for yourself. Right, guys, it's always a pleasure. It is always a pleasure, but today has been just a little bit more. I feel we've released ourselves from the shackles of talking conspiracy. I will get back to some of the technical stuff with Atlantis in another time, but guys, you just needed to know. I absolutely respect and love everybody all the time these days. It's listening out constantly. Thank you for all your support and love. There's been times when things haven't been great recently and my computer's gone off, or the lecky went in the middle of me doing something, or a million and one things, and there's been that voice there all the time behind me supporting messages via email and what have you to keep going. Yeah, thanks to the guys at Project Camelot and all the other websites who remove and investigate stuff through, and respect to the guys at JoJo's Law of Attraction Club, which is a fantastic club full of absolutely fantastic people, all positive minded and pushing us in the right direction. I'd just like to wish everybody to be at peace, and until next time.